Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you so much for coming on. So, the topic of today is the new rich. I wanted to get that out there first of all, before you disappear off, because I've got to catch your attention in the first 7 seconds. What is the new rich? I want to introduce you to a wonderful, wonderful group of females, and we've got two of them here right now. And we've got Diamond and we've got Priya. And we are literally women in our 50s looking more fabulous and
Yes.
fit than probably we ever have had in our
Hmm.
life. I
Hmm.
feel totally amazing. And I can tell you that, I'm all F's at the moment. I remember whenever I was younger and my ex-husband called me FFF. And I says, what does that mean? And he said, fat, freckly frump. So now my FFF is fit, fabulous 50. Okay. Family, fun, and I was going to swear then, but I won't. I'll leave the swear until later. But I, so the topic of today, and I'm going to pass it over to Priya or Diamond, whoever speaks first. We're going to just run in because we're just going with our spirit. And what does the new rich mean to you? Go ahead, girls.
Okay, I'll start right here. So, the awakened wealth. So, Priya, you just mentioned this word. I love the awakened. And so it's like living water, conscious water. Everything is waking up. We are, of course, the earth is. But the awakened wealth is the God within being expressed. So, there's nothing outside of us. And so it is a state of being, not having, not doing. It's a state of being. So literally, this loving energetic force that we call God, whatever you want to label that, it is within, and it is being expressed through us, through our ideas, our intuitive ideas, our intuitive actions that we take from the inspired ideas. That's the God within coming through. And so this is the awakened wealth. It's not the more that we have. There's nothing wrong with having, as long as it's bringing you peace and joy and love and freedom and the feelings of non-attachment. Yeah, the awakened wealth. It is. It's a It's a freedom that everyone is striving for. And the catch here is there's no more striving as we're entering into the new energies of love and peace and joy. And everyone holds this energy within. So the awakened wealth, it's more. It's more. More of what? It's more of everything that's within you. Now, it's our responsibility to see what that is within us. And this is why it's important we go within, awaken the wealth within.
Yeah, I love this. I love this so
Beautiful.
much, Diamond. Yeah. And it's like so the the awakening for me or awakened is actually living. It's like living flowing. It's like water, like the wealth is like a living wealth. Meaning, what does it do to us? It's not something that lies on a bank account. It's not something that is just there to buy something static, to buy some physical object, but it is something living, which means it allows me time. It allows me the freedom to be in community. It allows me to be with sisters. It allows me to be joyful. It allows me to live my own greatest, highest vision and version of myself, to have self nurturing, to have time for myself, to have time for those that I love. That is for me really what living wealth or prosperity, however we want to call it, really is. And we all can achieve that. It is not anymore about the old paradigm. It is about the new paradigm. And Sheena said it so well when you talk about the new rich. People say, oh, once I have that amount of money, I will be. No, it's about the journey. Once you are that, the money will come to you. We have it so backwards. It's not about like having and then being. It's about being and then doing what we feel we are, expressing the visionary leaders that we are, the leadership that comes through us. And then we of course, receive the reward for it. But this is really what the shift is all about, this new earth. And today is like the Lionsgate portal 8-8, which is amazing because this is truly where we step into the new earth. We set the intention. And what most people, a lot of people don't realize is every thought, every feeling, every action, every intention we set ripples through eternity. It's something that goes into the pool of all energy and it ripples through eternity. So, are we fertilizing the ground for this new living awakened wealth? Or are we still staying stuck in something that we think we need? We don't need anything, we have everything. This is about wholeness. Wholeness means we already are everything. And since we are everything, we have everything. So, all we're doing is awakening this and stepping into
Yes.
it.
I can't
It
believe
is
you said that
incredible.
because that was exactly the conversation I had with Wolfgang this morning on the walk. And I just said, I really see now how we have everything. I was given when I woken up all these little bubbles, and it said, choose what you want. And so I saw a million in one of the bubbles, and I thought, well, I'll have that. And so I was asked, what does it feel like to have that million? And so in my awakened state, I was like, okay, I've got that. And then it went, what does it feel like just to give it to somebody? What is that feeling? And then the next feeling was, what does it feel like to give it to God? So I went through the different feelings, and it was just like, well, live in that feeling, not the money, but the feeling. And what was brilliant was about Wolfgang, what he turned around and said before I got to finish, he said, well, what's the difference in giving it to God and giving it to everybody and giving it to yourself? It's all one. And I went, well, I don't have to say anymore. You've just got it right there. And so it literally is about, sitting in that feeling and really, it's just sitting in the feeling. That was the whole message, was about living in that feeling of giving, because we can't give anything to anybody because everybody has everything. It's almost like reminding everybody
Yes.
that you are it, and there's nothing I can give you girls. Like, I think when I
Yes.
open my mouth I'm going to give you some advice, but you know it. But there
Yeah.
might be something that I say that goes,
Mhm.
whoa, just remembered. We're not teaching
Yes.
anything new here, are we?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think it's so important to remember that we are the source of abundance. There is no source of abundance other than who we truly are. You want love, give more love. You want
Mhm.
whatever you want, it's already there. And people think, oh, I'm going to give when I have. It's like, no, you already have. So just give,
Mhm.
and it returns to you a thousandfold. It is truly that simple. Ask and you shall receive. It is like we are the well. We are the
Mhm.
well. And that well is a wealth. And so when we awaken that and we give it away, we bring it to life. So this is why we call this living or awakened wealth, because it is alive. And it is alive because it circulates. It flows like water. It flows like the ocean. It's a frequency. It's a currency. It's like wealth is a currency, and I realized today, and I posted about this also, that when we say we buy into something, we believe in a certain frequency and energy. When we believe something, we buy into it. What does that really mean? We adopt
Mhm.
that frequency and we make it ours. So be very careful what you adopt as a frequency,
Mm.
because what truly truly resonates, that's, we know this inside. And what resonates is giving, it's loving, it's being, it's joy, it's self-care, self-love,
Mhm.
nourishment. That's what women crave the most. It's this living, what we're
Mhm.
doing right now, it's this living consciousness that flows in all of us, and that we just remember together, and then we share it with you.
So imagine this. If we were the only person in this world, no other human beings around, and we had all the money, all the material things, all the boats, all the properties, all the houses, but no one to share it with. So my point is coming into community.
Mhm.
And so this part right here is so vital, the community. And this is what the three of us have and have craved, and we have found it, and we understand it. and the community being loving one another, supporting and nurturing each other. We're going back to the ancient ways of the women and the men, but we're going back to the ancient ways, which is nurturing and supporting one another. This is everything. We're living on a planet with 8 billion human beings. And here we are. We've been in such a separation mode for so long, and especially since 2020. And so now everyone since that time it literally forced us to create new paradigms, because it pretty much destroyed what our thoughts and mindset was around corporation, banking, relationships. I mean, it exploded in all those areas. And so everyone was really forced to come inside and rearrange what they believed about this. And many people started their own businesses. Many people separated from relationships that they were just like trying to make work that wasn't working. It was a great thing. It was grandiose.
Mhm.
So we're coming back into the oneness that we are, the oneness that we've always been, the oneness that we're here to become. We just came out of our separation for a moment when we were born into the baby body. And so now we're here. And so now we're coming into our consciousness of the oneness, the Christ consciousness, which is love. And
Absolutely.
love always wins.
That is just so beautiful. So listen, I want you to listen out for more conversations that we're going to have, because we're sitting here and we just literally talk amongst ourselves, and it was just like, my goodness, we need to share these conversations with you, because I don't know how else to
Yes.
explain it except for you to experience it. So
Yes.
if I resonate with you, if Diamond resonates with you, if Priya resonates with you, it doesn't matter. Just reach out to one of us. And, if you want to come in our little huddle and have great, awesome conversations like this, and truly inspiring conversations, then please just reach out. Just put a wee comment down there, and one of us will be in touch with you. Listen, have the most wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Cheerio now.